Um, Good afternoon. My name is Dalene Allen, Executive Director of BNI Business Network International, and I want to introduce you to one of our BNI members. This is Jennifer Vincent of Umbrella Career Services. So hi, Jennifer, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
In these strange times of COVID-19, I hope you're staying safe.
I'm living in my office, so it's all good.
And homeschooling an 8-year-old.
Yes, that is my hour every morning. I'm lucky she doesn't have to submit any work, so it's just literally getting her to learn about the Titanic.
Oh,
That's
wow.
her latest thing, yeah.
Okay, but she's learning lots of stuff. That's great.
She is.
So you and I have known each other over the years, kind of, through networking, but really
Yeah.
never got to know you and what you do really well until you became a BNI member. So why
Sure.
don't you tell us about your lovely business and why you started it first?
Umbrella Career Services is basically the company that I always wanted to work for. I've worked for big corporates, I've worked for small businesses, and one thing that I've always found is that the people that I work with, the clients, were always more of a number than a person. So after 16 years of doing it for other people, I decided that I would take all of my experience and go it on my own. And it's basically just an opportunity for me to help people with their job search, for clients to find their next unicorn. That always seems to be the latest thing. And I have an 8-year-old, so it's a unicorn. And just make their life easier so they can focus on their own business and their own careers.
Well, and sometimes we're so busy working in our business that we're not really realizing. And I have to tell you, with my first business, I got up to where I had 2 part-time staff and 1 full-time staff and never knew what an independent human resources consultant could have made my life a whole lot easier. So again, you sort of think, okay, human resources, but tell us all the services you offer, because pretty much any small to medium business could sure use you.
Yeah, absolutely. On the business side, I do recruitment consultancy. So it's basically someone needs to hire new staff, part-time, full-time, whatever, but they have to grow their own business. So they don't have time to go through the hundreds of resumes that they're going to get to develop the job posting and actually get it online, pre-screen all the candidates on the phone, as well as do reference checks, develop interview questions, the whole 9 yards of it. So I coordinate interviews right from A to Z, and basically just in the end, the employer just gets 2 or 3 resumes that have already been screened and are qualified. So then they say, yeah, I want to interview them. Saves them a lot of time and saves them a lot of money.
Well, and you
And
really are a magician at finding talent that can go in from day one of that new job opportunity and feel like they're hitting the ground running.
yes, yeah, and that's the goal. The goal is to have that conversation to find out who's going to fit. Because if they don't fit with the culture, if they don't fit with the personalities or the skills or anything else, no one is happy in this. The candidate's going to quit. The employer's going to want me to find someone else, and then I have to go and do it at free of charge because I guarantee them. And then if they leave for some reason, I replace them at no fee. So it's
Wow.
it's one of those situations that it's either a win-win-win situation or it's a lose-lose-lose situation, and I prefer to be on the winning side of that.
So you really are doing your homework, Jennifer. I know that you got the best testimonial from Jason Conrad, an accountant in our BNI chapter, who just said, never have they had such an easy hire, that you made it so easy for them. But more important, from the day this person walked in the office, it was like they had always worked there. And he said, never has there been a transition that has gone that smoothly with a new employee. So he is singing your praises. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's great. That was the goal, because I was trying to fit the personality and the type of work environment that it was going to be and
Yeah.
her skill set, and knowing it was their busiest time of year. So he really did need someone that could go.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
And so
I was
that
lucky
goes
to
back
find it.
to the big reason why you started your own business was it's not a number. You're trying to find the person to fill that team spot.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
that side, yeah, absolutely. I mean, then I do the other side of it, which is helping the candidates to find their dream role, right? So I work one-on-one with them and help them prepare for interviews. I help them figure out what they want to do with career counseling and actually get
Wow,
their resumes and LinkedIn profiles up to date.
that is amazing. So describe your perfect client.
Right now, anyone that is sitting down in front of their computer in their home and watching this video. Basically, that's my perfect client at the moment. It could be a small to medium-sized businesses that don't have an internal HR and are thinking, wow, I have to hire staff back when I get this going. What if some of my staff have gone and found other employers in the meantime? I need to focus on getting my business back up and running. I need some help finding new employees. On the resume side, it's new grads because everyone is graduating. When is this May yet? No, next month. Everyone is graduating. I'm so lost. So next month there's new grads. There are people that have been laid off that they may not want to go back to their current position. They may take the time to think about, well, should I go this route or that route? Then they need, maybe a brainstorming career counseling session to figure that out. And then get their resume to highlight their transferable skills and get them prepared to find another job. It's really anyone that's looking for a job, was laid off, doesn't know what to do next, needs help replacing employees. If you're sitting here watching it, I could probably help you in some way, shape, or form.
Well, and Jennifer, I know you updated all of my social media profiles, and from the ones that you could have this much space down to the ones you could have this much space.
Yeah.
You are a master at making words work. So yeah, there's no end. So yeah, if you've got a little time on your hands, what a perfect time to get a little career counseling. Maybe even look at start your own business like Jennifer's done, because she's just done this in the past year.
I did, and I did it through the self-employment benefit program. So it's great that I had that backing from the government to do this and do what I've always wanted to do.
Excellent. And boy, you're doing a great job of it. So what sets you apart from other traditional staffing agencies?
I'm going to say the main thing that sets me apart is the personalized approach. Whereas for the 16 years I was in a staffing agency, you would pick up the phone, there'd be someone saying, oh, I need a secretary. Can you? And they need A, B, C, and D, and that's it, that's all. And then that client was handed off to who knows who in the office, and then resumes were just sent and thrown at the wall and see what would stick. There was no understanding of the culture. There was no understanding of the personality that was going to fit. And, they think they need A, B, and C, but they really need D, E, and F.
Right.
And it's all that comes through having those one-on-one, face-to-face conversations and going to the actual environment where they're going to be working. And the same thing comes on the resume side. It's the face-to-face conversations over a cup of coffee, over a video call, just to learn more about them, pick their brain a little bit. It's not just what's on paper. You've got to dig down a little deeper and figure out what they really want to do and what their transferable skills are.
Yeah. So again, boy, and when you think about it, human resources should have that personal touch. So good for you.
It should.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and especially, it's one thing for somebody to look great on paper, but as you said, match that personality. That makes a huge difference in in not only that current company being happy with them, but that person, I bet you get people who stay longer because they like where they're working.
The people they're working with. And, if you have someone that has a really quiet personality, you're not going to throw them into a really loud and crazy environment.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to fit. Yeah.
Well, and certainly it's just like us converting with BNI to Zoom. Mm-hmm. Most of your services, are you still able to do that and convert to the COVID-19 situation we're under?
Yeah, I can do everything remotely and online. Absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And it's great because we can have the meetings in our PJs. It's perfect, and everyone's even more comfortable.
Yeah. That is great. So anything else at all you want to add?
I guess, no, I mean, it pretty much sums up what I do. That's who the people that I work with, what I can provide. I mean, it's just basically the whole package that I'm trying to take the stress off, whether it's someone that's hiring or someone that's looking for work. I've been on both sides of the table. so I can understand the needs and the stress on both sides.
Exactly. Well, and just to, let's say, speak to other business owners that may be watching this. Um, my home-based business, my best year was about 6 million, average more like 4 or 5, and
Yeah.
managed to do that on a very small staff. But I would tend to go, oh, do you know anybody looking for a job? Had I known what Jennifer did, oh my God, I could have been so much more productive. I could have just, you would have made my life so much easier. But
Yeah.
then other things like, is this also a perfect time because of the change in health situations? Do you do manuals for companies?
I haven't thought, I have done it in the past when I've been working for companies, but I haven't thought about adding that to as one of the services, but it would definitely fit in with what I'm doing
Yeah.
in terms of, hiring and the different processes and what you should make sure you look for and that kind of stuff. So it's definitely something to look into.
Okay. And so, was I going to say, um, we're going to say thank you to Jennifer Vincent from Umbrella Career Services. My name is Dalene Allen, Executive Director of BNI Nova Scotia. That's Business Network International. I have to tell you, we value Jennifer in our BNI group, and I know that she has, for many of our members, really made some phenomenal strides by learning what HR services are all about. And your consultation, if somebody wants to chat with you, they can email.
I have my work email is jennifer@umbrellacareerservices.com. My phone number is my cell. It's 266-8872. And I also have my website, which is umbrellacareerservices.com, and I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Excellent. Check out our services. Have a great day.